Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60andMe. Hope that you're doing great wherever you are. You know, at the end of the year, I like to do a kind of look back at all the different makeup products I've discovered and share them with you. These are products that have worked really well for my 72-year-old skin, makeup, and a couple of other items that are not in that category, skincare related, that I think you might be interested in knowing about. Now, these are products that are pretty new. All of them are pretty new to me. I discovered them, tried them, did some videos on a few that you might have already looked at, but this is kind of a summary of the top products that I have enjoyed in 2020. I was in 2020. So I think there's about maybe 15 of them. So I'm going to go quickly through them. I'm not going to go into great detail, but I'll leave a note below for each of them so that you can check out the link and see whether it might be something that you're interested in. It's a mix of drugstore and high-end products, sort of everything in between. But I want to start with, let's see, foundation. Let's do a foundation. I discovered quite a few amazing foundations this year. And the one that I think stood out the most was the IT Cosmetics. It's the Your Skin But Better Plus Skincare. So it's not the CC that you might be used to, but it's actually one that includes hyaluronic acid, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful foundation. It works on older skin. It covers up your age spots, and it's and anything else to perfect and to calm those little imperfections in your skin. There are no imperfections. You know what I mean? It just gives you a palette to work with if you like to play with makeup. It's a very lightweight one. I think it's got SPF. I'm not sure, but it says that if you use this consistently for 2 weeks, your skin will be visibly better by their definition. It's a nice foundation. That's the first one. The second, I'm going to be random with this product. I'm not going to go in order of application or anything. I'm just picking them up as I see them. Is Charlotte Tilbury. I discovered quite a few of her products, and I did a video on everything that I had of Charlotte Tilbury. But the one I liked the most was actually one I didn't use in the video, is the eyeshadow pots. This one is I think this is called the Rose Gold. And it's so, so pretty. It's a cream. If I put it on my finger here, you can see it. It's just lovely. You can put it on your eyes underneath other colors of shadow, or you can, keep a warm look, but it's just beautiful. It's the pot, they call it Eyes to Mesmerize. Eyes to Mesmerize eyeshadow cream pots. Really, really lovely. Another one I discovered this year, my Maybelline. Make sure I don't get anything on my face here. The lipsticks I discovered by Maybelline are the ink crayon. They are so, so perfect for wearing with a mask. You just put them on like a crayon. They've got a little, a little sharpener at the end, so you can keep this end really, really sharp and almost use it like a liner and then fill it in. It stays on forever. I'm actually wearing it today and under some gloss, which I'll talk about in a second. But Maybelline ink crayons, perfect. I love them. Another thing I discovered was, let me go through my little pile here. This was a real surprise, and I must admit, I didn't buy it taking it that seriously, and then I fell in love with it, and I started using it all the time. And that was Subtle Beauty. SUBTYL? Subtle, spelled in a strange way. I'll leave it below. It's stackable makeup. You have a bronzer, you have highlighter, and you have lip colors and cheek. It's just so cool. It's very affordable. You build a stack based on your color type, your skin type, and your skin color, and it's great. And it comes with it doesn't come with it. You can also purchase a little set of brushes, and these brushes are travel size. They're super cool, and they're very, very good. They're effective. So you can buy the little stack of makeup and the set of brushes, and that's all you need in your suit, besides mascara. And you can even use the concealer as foundation. So it's a really, really cool discovery. I love Subtle Beauty. That was one of my favorites. One of my top, 15 or so for the year. Now, the other brand I discovered this year was Pixi. I didn't even know of Pixi. I didn't even know what they were. But I was doing a video on face palettes, and I came across, I used Hourglass, which is super expensive, and that was lovely. And that was one of the brands I discovered this year. But this Pixi face palette was even better, in my opinion. It's got this one is the pinky shade. It's got pink blush, bronzer, 2 highlighters, and they are amazing. And half the price, or even less than half the price. So that was a really nice find, Pixi, Pixi. And if you are not a pinky person, you actually have, it has a version which is warm colors. Blush, highlighters, and bronzer. It's just really cool. I just really love them. And having both of them, they're called Nuance. This one's called Honey Nectar, and the pink one is called Sugar Blossom. And so I've got two of those, and I absolutely fell in love with Pixi. The other palette that I fell in love with was one by Mario. Mario is a makeup artist to the stars, the celebrities, I think Kim Kardashian, but it didn't matter. He made the most incredible palette for concealer for eyes. I just used this actually in a tutorial I did, so excuse the state of it, but it's a concealer, light and dark, and a powder for setting. Now, I have never used the powder because I don't set my powder under my eyes. It's just not worth it. I don't want to do that. It just draws all the wrinkles, and it's not really for this type of skin, 72-year-old skin. So, but this one by Mario, it's called the Master Eye Prep and Set. There's two shades, light and dark, and then in each one you get two colors of concealer and a powder. That was a huge discovery. I think of all the things I discovered this year that I use regularly and which really have changed the way I apply my eye makeup, it was this. That would be the one thing. Honestly, I loved it. The other thing I discovered this year was an eyeshadow line called ViArt. I did a eye tutorial just now. In fact, I've got the same makeup on. This is the purple look. And I really just fell in love with purple for one thing. That was in their Theory brand or Theory series. It's got different palettes, but they're small little palettes. And they have the most amazing color tones. This one is actually very pretty. It's a purple with some pink and a green. And I love green with purple. So this one was sort of a no-brainer for me. It was called it's called the Petite Pro 3. And when you go up on their website, Petite Pro, there's a whole series of the Petite palettes like these ones here. And I have a couple of them. And I'm so happy I discovered them. And I'm sure I've got to now really, really pace myself, because this one was the, this is called, what is this called? Solstice. They have different names for everything, but this is so, so pretty for a warm palette, and their shimmers are just incredible. I can just, where's that one? I'll show you. It's just, can you see the glow? It's wonderful. Anyway, ViArt was another thing I discovered. Do you have any ViArt palettes that you've purchased? A lot of our women do. I've mentioned it on other videos, and they were familiar with it. ViArt is one of those known brands. They're about $40 per palette. Oh, the other cool thing about their products is that all the little pans in the palette are magnetized. So if you are traveling and you want to just take out one color and put it in a palette, create your own palette, you can just take that out. I don't want to pull it out, I will break it, but you actually just pull it out and put it in another palette. So you can, with all their palettes, it's a really cool feature, I think. What else have I got here? Oh, I just found all my other Maybelline lip. I mean, honestly, you're going to laugh when I show you these. These are all the colors that I have. They're under $10, and I think they're just such a great, great deal for lips that go together with the one I showed you. Some are darker, you can tone them down, but they're beautiful. So that's my Maybelline lipstick ink crayons. And what else? Okay, I think I discovered this in 2020. If I didn't, I wish I had, because it's the best mascara. I used a different mascara today on my eyes, but it's called Falsies Lash Lift Maybelline. Maybelline's doing some very cool stuff for women of all ages, but particularly I think for older women. This is a lovely, lovely mascara, and again, it's under $12, and a lot of people like this one. I know we've had comments about this before. So that's the mascara that I discovered this year. What else did I discover? Oh, I showed you the Charlotte Tilbury. I have two of those. Let me think. Oh, two skincare products I want to share with you. Well, one's a hair care and one's a skincare. My hair has been getting thinner regularly for the last year. It just seems to have gotten worse the last year. I think part of it is the stress of COVID and the stress of being at home and just the worry about, the whole situation. I mean, I'm just, human like everybody. I mean, it's been challenging on many levels. but my hair started to fall out and started to get thinner. And I did two things. One is I had it cut. I had it cut in layers rather than leaving it straight. And that has helped a lot to be able to just fluff it up a bit. And the other thing I started to do was use this brand called Olaplex. Now, Olaplex is, it's a line that apparently has been used by people in the, celebrities, makeup artists for years. I just discovered it. It is expensive. It costs about, this is about $20, I think. It's maybe lasted me 10 times. It's almost empty now. So that's number 3. It comes 3, 4, I think it's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 little tubes like this. You can get them in sets or you can buy them separately. 3 is the one for bonding your ends. So you put it on before you shampoo. You leave it on for half an hour, 2 hours overnight, and it really bonds the split ends and the dry ends. And then you wash it the next day, or you wash it in an hour or so with the shampoo, which is number 4, the conditioner, which is number 5, and then number 6 is like a defrizzer, like it's kind of like a leave-in conditioner. You rub it in your hands and just pop it on gently. I use 3 and 6 because I couldn't really afford them all. I just didn't feel it was worth it, in my opinion. But now that I've used it, I may reconsider. But it was a big investment. The other thing I've discovered, though, is there is a dupe for this. Well, I say a dupe. It's something that is considered by people who write about this stuff a duplicate. So you can buy it. It's by Revlon. Revlon? It can. I'll leave it below. But it's a reconstructing bonding product, cream product. So Olaplex is my really big find for skincare, for hair care. For skincare, my big find was, there's a really cool blogger, I think it's Tamara's Ageless Beauty, and I like Tamara's products a lot, and others too, or her videos, I should say. But it was recommended this Kiehl's, what's it called? Creamy Eye Treatment. Now, I, like everybody over 50 and 60 and 70, we struggle with eyes. I mean, I don't worry too much about it. I embrace my imperfections. It's all good. But this cream, if you put this on at night, just when you're doing your night treatment or even in the morning, it's a little bit thick. I will show you. See how thick that is? You put it on your skin and it takes like a minute to rub it in. It's really thick. But I put it on even under my makeup a little bit. Just very lightly tap it because it is greasy, but it is such a good eyeshadow or eye cream, and it's I think this was $40, but you can get half size, and you don't need a big one. It lasts forever. What else have I got here? I did discover a very cool gloss, which I actually have put in another box. It's the Maybelline Lifter. And it's a lifter gloss. I've mentioned it before. I'll put the details below. It looks just like this, which is 3 times as expensive. And this is the Fenty Balm. And I'm honestly, I put them on my hand. What if I can find it? But it's you cannot tell the difference between this $30 product and the $10 product. It's just amazing. And this is a lovely product. I got it in a little set of 4. The set of 4 were 30, so I must admit it wasn't, but they're tiny. And the product from Maybelline is absolutely, in my opinion, a duplicate. It's the same. But I pulled this one up because it was a brand I discovered this year, other than Maybelline. Fenty. Never thought about buying a Fenty product. I always thought Rihanna is the woman who started it. She's a pop star, and she's just a beautiful woman too. I mean, it's not anything to do with her personally. It was like I just didn't think it was the line for me. Also, it's a little expensive, so I didn't invest in it. But I did invest in these little glosses, and there's 4 of them in a set, and I got them from Sephora at the Black Friday sale. But Fenty was another brand that I discovered this year that I really, really love. And I think the other one that I discovered finally, maybe one more, is this lip eyeliner. It was by Dollywink. I know Dollywink is a Korean brand. You can get it on iHerb, which is a shop that I go to sometimes. You can get it on Yes Style, which doesn't ship here anymore to Switzerland, but you can get it shipped to the US. It's only like at $6 or something. It's got the best little brush for lining. You literally just place it on your lash and just move it along, and it's just like instant beauty. It's really cool. I don't know how many I've got here, but that's about the new brands. I mentioned Charlotte Tilbury. I've got her lip liner, which was wonderful. And the other line I discovered this year was a comparable lip liner by BH Cosmetics. This one is amazing. I think it's comparable to the Charlotte Tilbury line, $6. BH Cosmetics is the line, and it's called Endora. You might have trouble finding this one because when I went back to buy some different ones, they had only very light colors. There's one called Samantha and one called Endora, and both of them are darker, which is, when I say darker, I mean they're like this color. I don't know if I can, you can see it's like a mauvey color, but it's very, very pretty. So that's the BH Cosmetics line. And I think I mentioned Hourglass in passing, but that was another line I discovered. Both their blush products. It's very hard to keep these clean, actually. This is a gorgeous blush, actually. It's called, what's it called? It's called like something like Sublime Flush. I'm not wearing it today, but I could be because this is very similar. This is a combination of Charlotte Tilbury and some highlighter. But this is a nice line. Hourglass does, I think, the best powdered products in terms of setting powders, finishing powders, blushes. They are so, oh, they're just light as feathers. They're beautiful. So that's another brand that I discovered this year that you'd be surprised at the number of new brands, but that's really it. But there is one final one that I'm going to share with you. It's a brand that I'd had my eye on for a long time. A friend of mine, good friend of mine, Yvonne, who has a beautiful blog. It's called Brains, Beauty and a Blog. She's Yvonne M. Erickson. She's just amazing and a good friend of mine. She said, Margaret, you've got to try this palette. She's a ViArt fan too. And it's by a company called Sydney Grace. And it's called Enduring Love. And I went online and it was out of stock. This is in February. And then it was out of stock. Until now, in November, I finally got to buy it. And it was like a special Black Friday thing and it was a good price. And look at these colors. Oh my gosh. I just adore this palette. It's amazing. There's some shimmers here. This is, I think that's Devotion. No, that's not Devotion. Where's Devotion? It's down here. I'll go upside down. This is Devotion. Can you see that? It's just so, so pretty. And then another one up here. Oh, this is a gorgeous color. It's called Deanna. It's a green. And then they've got a beautiful lighter green that goes beautifully with it. These colors, these shimmers, and then the matte colors are gorgeous too. So another brand on it this year that I have literally fallen in love with is Enduring Love, Sydney Grace. So if you are inspired by any of these, I'll put the details down below. Let me know if you've discovered any very wonderful makeup brands that you'd like to share with the community. I think that people are always on the lookout, and if you have tried it and you love it, then people will be more more comfortable, because some of these products, as I said, are an investment. But and in the new year, I'm going to do probably some comparisons with brands from the drugstore and brands from high end. I mean, to be honest, the Maybelline products, I think there's more of them in this group than any other brand because they just do incredible things and perfect for mature skin. And I just enjoy makeup. I hope you do too. Have a really fabulous rest of your day, wherever you are. If, celebrating the holidays. I'm not sure when this video will go out, but just know that I'm thinking about all of you, sending you lots and lots and lots of love. I hope that you're doing okay. And I hope that makeup in some way brings you a little bit of joy, and that this end of year review of my favorite brands that I've discovered for the first time are an inspiration to you as well. So take care, everybody. Have a great day, and we will be back soon with another video. All the very best. Bye for now.